Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys and you ladies, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods. Woo, boy. It is finally freaking Friday. Oh my goodness. And if you take a look down there, we only have 118 days, 11 hours, 31 minutes, and 55 seconds until the Dallas Cowboys kick off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know about you, but I am as about as excited as I can be. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Today, we take another little step. You know, we've made it through the NFL winter, that time after the Super Bowl, until you start talking about free agency where there's really nothing. The NFL league year starts, and then you get free agency, and then you get that free agent frenzy. Normally you would have the combine, but we didn't really have the combine. We had the pro days workouts, which gave us a little taste of some of the top prospects. And then, of course, we had the draft. Well, now we've done our grocery shopping. We've gotten rid of some players. We brought in some new ones. We drafted some. And now it's time to start cooking, because today is the beginning of rookie mini camp. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And then come Monday, we start phase 2 of OTA workouts. And of course, man, I am as excited as can be. This is a rebirth of the Dallas Cowboys defense. Last year, the Dallas Cowboys defense was so far away from being a Dallas Cowboys defense that literally, I think the football gods turned around. It was a disgrace on what we did. We gave up 473 points. Now, mind you, I'm not trying to sell false hope or anything like that. But once you understand that defense was so bad. And I forget this thing. Oh, well, they started turning it around at the end of the year, that they, started playing better. They just weren't as bad as they were. And they were playing bad teams. Sorry. The Eagles, the Giants, and the Washington were not offensive juggernauts. Just not. Neither were the 49ers or the Cincinnati Bengals. Just not. You can try and sleep better at night and say, oh, yeah, they're becoming a top 10. No, they weren't. They're playing ass, and I mean ass, offenses. This defense is getting a complete overhaul. It's going to take some time, but that defense that we had was so bad that it obliterated the scoring record that we had before. We had given up 433 points. We gave up 473. We gave up almost 2 points more per game than the worst defense in the history of the Dallas Cowboys. And even with that, even without Dak Prescott, we were 6-10. So I'm trying to understand how some of the talking heads look at that and say, well, you're going to get your quarterback back. That should help. Your defense has got nowhere to go but up. Nowhere to go but up. They got to be a little bit better. I mean, I got to think that Dak Prescott's got to be worth at least 2 games. So, I mean, I could see if you said, okay, maybe they'll be 8-9 or, 9-8. I could go with that. Because, we still have Jerry Jones as the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. But listening to some of the fans that are like, oh, it's going to be a 7-10 season. And I'm kind of like,
something. I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
Are you crazy or just plain stupid?
Now, I've got a lot of hope. I got a lot of hope because it seems like we have a new sheriff in town. It seems like we got somebody who is coming to take your spot. This is our number 1 draft pick. That's what he said yesterday.
Yeah, right now I'm at Mike linebacker, and looking at the playbook. This is a position for me to go sideline, make a lot of plays, and really stop that run. How I'm supposed to do it. Yeah, right now.
Mike linebacker. Let me see it again.
I'm at Mike linebacker, and, you know, looking at the playbook, this is a position for me to go sideline, sideline, make a lot of plays, and, you know, really stop that run, how it's supposed to do.
Wow. You got that, right? He's not coming in, you know, I'm just a rookie, I'm going to be quiet. I think that we may actually have a leader in the making on this team. He's going to be the new field general. And it seems like he doesn't look like a deer caught in the headlights. Now, again, we haven't had the first practice or anything like that, but I believe that you got yourself somebody who is about something. Like I said, it's easy to say that right now. We'll have to wait and see as the season progresses. You know, if he has the rookie slump, if he can take it all in. But thus far, you've got to like the attitude. You got to like the chip on the shoulder. You got to like the rah-rah effect of him. I want to play one other clip here this morning.
From him moving forward. Bucky, why don't you get us started with some snap grades? Those are presented by Verizon, and you alluded to it there in talking to Dan Quinn, Thomas. But, Bucky, get us started on Micah Parsons and how once those two corners were off the board, that became the decision for the Cowboys.
Hey, look, man, this was an A-plus pick. I would have taken Micah Parsons maybe over top of the corners because I don't think Micah Parsons has got enough credit for the talent that he is. He's a top 5 talent. He's the best pass rusher from the second level that is in this draft, and he has an opportunity to create what we call splash plays, impact plays that change the game. You just don't see guys at this size that can run like he runs, that have natural instincts and playmaking ability as a blitzer. The Cowboys lucked into a top 5 talent. I can't wait to see what Dan Quinn does to unleash him on the second level.
I'm going to give the Cowboys an A for this. And, you know, one of the reasons I like this is when they moved back, I thought, okay, they're going to still get their hands on Rashawn Slater. And they didn't take Slater. So this meant this was the guy that they had pegged the entire time. So they were able to move back, pick up some draft capital. And what you get with Rashawn Slater is, you know, when I watch him, it's like watching Saquon Barkley playing linebacker. He's got similar build. He's a former running back. He's got a great instinct and feel for what the running back is going to do. So when he's in space as an open field tackler, he's got this unique ability to stay mirrored to the running back. And then he's really just a surefire tackler. I love his aggression. And then you have to start, or you have to end at least, with the speed. Rare ability to range all over the field, and he's a true alpha. You stick him next to Leighton Vander Esch and Jalen Smith, you got yourself problems inside that division when you're going up against the Cowboys second level.
Lance, I love that description and 100% agree. Again, understand this organization needs just an upgrade and a passion, fiery element to that defense, and that is going to be Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn knows what he wants around him. I've been around him for many, many years. He is not bringing a guy in there and is not, you know, cheering for a guy to come in there that's not going to turn that upside down, not going to be the alpha dog, not going to be able to fly around. He is about explosiveness. He's about toughness. And, oh, by the way, the opportunity to create that passion within that building is going to be very good for Mike McCartney and Jerry Jones and company.
All right. Basically, I heard what Dan Quinn was already saying to Micah Parsons. This was an exclusive clip. Exclusive.
Danny, I need that ball. Get me the ball. You need the ball. Get me the ball. Get you the ball. Are you going to get me the ball? I'll get you the ball. I hope he doesn't kill somebody. I'm back! Get the ball! Motion! The ball! Now that is all Madden.
There you go. All Madden there.
You got me the ball! You got the ball! You got me the ball! You got me the ball!
Okay. So, sit down, Micah. Micah, sit down. Okay, all jokes aside, though, I think that, when you think about Dan Quinn, who has talked about tweaking his defense, that he doesn't want to be just another rinse and repeat style defense. That, we're not going to just continue to do the same thing over and over. The fact that he even said that, for me, was like, wow. It was like a breath of fresh air, that he's analyzing and saying, we got to do things a little bit different. Yeah, that stuff kind of worked over there, but we need to evolve it, give them a different look. Because for too long, the Dallas Cowboys have been stuck in the past. And maybe it's also we as fans are stuck in the past, that we've been beat down for so long. We just keep talking about what's happened the last, 25 years, forget that. This is a new day. A lot of people will kill Mike McCarthy because they'll say he's ass as a coach. You got to give a guy more than one season. Because if the Cowboy fans were here when Jimmy Johnson got here, if you were here then, Jimmy Johnson would have been tarred and feathered. It's 1-15. It was ass. But they started to build something because they started to get the right kind of players to fit the image that Jimmy Johnson had. Now, of course, I will make no bones about it, but let's be clear that the Herschel Walker trade enabled the Cowboys just to get a boatload of talent ahead of everybody else. When you have talent, you can do a lot of things, and that made the Cowboys. But right now, you look at the Cowboys trying to build something, okay? You've seen them. They've made some mistakes in the draft, but everybody makes mistakes in the draft. I mean, you look at the Eagles. They didn't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass, and so they take Ragar. They didn't want DJ Metcalf. They took Ortega Whiteside instead. And then the very next pick are those guys. Yeah, so you don't know. You're going to have some misses. But you can see that we have gone out with the old. We got new bling coming in. We've got a new perspective of people who weren't tied to the Dallas Cowboys in the past that are giving a different view. And you got to give them some time on here. I like that we are not just saying, well, the Cowboys in the 90s, they did this, so let's continue to do that same model. You got to start looking forward. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you are constantly killing them for something that happened in the past, then you cannot move forward. You need to just end that relationship and start all over, because if you cannot forgive those past transgressions, those issues, and start dealing with right here, right now, going forward, it's never going to work. And that's where we need to be, because Dan Quinn had nothing to do with last year's defense. It looks like half of the players that'll be on the field on this defense had nothing to do with that defense last year. And the players that are coming back, the Tyron Smiths, the Lyle Collins, the Dak Prescotts, they had nothing to do with what that defense did. These guys, it's just like flipping that coin. You can flip that coin 50 times and they all come up heads. Guess what? None of that means anything to the next time you flip that coin. It could be either heads or tails. So move on. Stop this hate. Let's see what they do. I'm happy about at least the direction. If nothing else, we have something different to look forward to. And if you continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, well, I'm going to check with Dr. Phillip, but I think that's the definition of insanity. We're trying something new, friends, and it begins today. You know the deal. It's Friday. Don't forget, tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll have our live stream on here. We'll be talking about the first day of OTAs. I believe practice is 3 to 6:30 or 6:25 Central Time. So we'll be talking about any tad bits that we get, sights and sounds. We have our 16 16 undrafted rookie free agents that are here, as well as our 11 draft picks. And we'll see what we're going to see. Our coach here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?